Hi guys, today we are reviewing the Moto G7 Plus. Let's find out if this is a good value or that is just one of the best colors you can get on a phone. Anyway, let's dive into this review. So the Motorola G7 Plus, I think, like I said, this is one of the best colors, if not the best color on a phone. I think it's Bordeaux red, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But it looks stunning, especially in proper lighting. It just gets a really nice reflection on it. It's subtle, but also it kind of stands out because of it. So I really like that. In terms of the size itself, in terms of feel, this is quite a stellar device. Again, it feels comfortable, just like the G6 Plus. However, I do think that the design itself is quite old by now. I think they should do something different. I know this is like their trademark, I guess, but they are quite stuck in designing it this way, for at least the G series. I know that for the Motorola One Vision and whatnot, they changed it up, but for the G series, I'd like to see something different, I guess. In terms of display, of course, we get a notch on top, which with this kind of design, I'm fine with. It looks kind of nice, but you know, it's still a notch, so it's there. In terms of use, you get a pretty clean experience. However, I do feel this one isn't the fastest out there. The CPU isn't the best out there, and I feel like they should have upgraded this because it feels like they are lacking behind. And for the price, I think they could have done a better CPU. For instance, the Snapdragon 710. That would have been much better than the one that is in here, because sometimes it is quite slow. Now, in terms of camera, I think this is quite a stellar setup. I like the pictures that you get out of it. Especially dynamic range is quite good for a price like this. In terms of stills, this is one of my favorite for around this price. I really like the result you can get out of it. And some other things that I do appreciate with this device is that it actually has 18 watt fast charging. This means that you can actually charge your device decently fast. It's not the fastest, but it's not a big battery anyway. And of course, having a headphone jack at the bottom is something that I always appreciate. If there are some things that I would have liked to see better is of course the speaker itself. It's not the greatest out there, so that's a bit of a shame. And something else that is also limited is the battery life. It doesn't have the best battery life out there, and that's a bit of a shame. Especially in standby time, I expect it to actually work better and longer. So the Motorola G7 Plus, I think this is quite a nice offer for the price itself. I do think that they cut some corners where I wish they didn't. Like for instance, having a newer Snapdragon inside, like the Snapdragon 710, that would have really helped out a device like this. And of course, in terms of design, I'm not the biggest fan of the way they did the camera yet again for the G series. If something different would have been nice, but for this one, with this color, it works well, so I'll take it. So the Motorola G7 Plus, I think this is quite a stellar package. I love the color on it, like I said before, I really love it. I don't know if you can tell, but seeing how I told it a few times, I think you know. Anyway, in terms of use, I do feel that they could have gone for the Snapdragon 710 or something newer than the one that is in here. I feel like that is a bit of a bottleneck for this device itself, and that is something that makes it go a little bit lower on my recommended list. For now, in terms of actually budget phones, I still think that the Nokia 7 Plus is one of my favorite, if not the favorite out there. If someone asks me, which one should you get for a budget price, I think I would still recommend the Nokia 7 Plus. But this is quite good for the price as well. Anyway, what do you think about the Motorola G7 Plus? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, talk to you guys in the next.